So it's a really warm welcome to this Psychology and Psychological Therapies Conference 2017. My name's Adrian Whittington. I'm a psychologist and I'm Director of Education at Sussex Partnership. The truth is, it's a challenging time in the NHS. And it's a challenging time for those of us who use NHS services and for those of us who work in them. So today is an investment in trying to reduce the risks of stress becoming internalised and turning into depression and burnout. And that has been the thinking behind putting today together. Not internalising the challenge that we face, but turning to face it together. Hence the question for the conference today: what inspires you and keeps you going? Whatever it is for you, a warm welcome, and I hope you find some inspiration during today.
And so when we were searching for a title for the conference, we decided to pose it as a question: what inspires you and keeps you going?
I think having leaders that do understand us and are able to come down and talk to us about what they think might be going on and still have a compassionate vision of the future is quite an inspiring thing to hear.
For me this morning, having that talk by Michael West was really inspiring.
So I'd like to address two questions. The first is, how can we respond to the challenges that face us in delivering health and care to people in our communities? And what can we individually do that will make a difference? That sound all right? You've all come to the right meeting? 40% of staff every year say that they've been ill as a consequence of stress at work in the previous year. And that's not sustainable. It affects the ability of staff to be compassionate in the way they interact with those that they're providing services for. Actually, only about 40% of staff say that they feel they're able to deliver the quality of care that they want to deliver, that they feel they should be delivering. And that's deeply dissatisfying for people who are trying to deliver high quality, continually improving and compassionate care. So what are we to do? We have to begin to try to answer these questions by going back to the core of what health services, the NHS, is all about. And when it was, the NHS was set up in 1948, it was with a commitment to providing high quality care to everybody in the community, in the country, regardless of wealth or status or demographic background. And all of you have made a decision at some point to dedicate an enormous part of your precious, unique, magical, mysterious lives to caring for your fellow human being. For me, compassion is the healthcare assistant I saw who sat for an hour after her shift had ended, holding the hand of an elderly lady who was in distress and talking to her gently and caringly until she was calm again. One of the key objectives of every team in the NHS should be improving the effectiveness with which we work with other teams in the organisation. To be compassionate to others, we first have to be compassionate towards ourselves, paying attention to ourselves, listening with fascination to ourselves. So thank you for the privilege of sharing these thoughts with you this morning, and I wish you well in the work you do. It's so important. Thank you.
It's so valuable just talking to kind of colleagues and friends and just being listened to as well.
I guess for me, what genuinely inspires me is if I feel that if what I'm doing can either enable one of my colleagues to keep delivering fab care.
It's when we actually get things done. That's what I really enjoy. Things like this, it kind of energises me.
I think days like this make us realise how important we are and how valued we are by the organisation.
What inspires me is the knowledge that we can still make a difference to people, a powerful difference, and when you see that happening in the room with somebody who is in real distress, I know that we're doing everything that we need to be doing.
One of the things that she was saying to me, you know, this is something which is going to launch my own thinking about the next steps for the Trust. And that is about compassion, not just for ourselves, but for teams as well. And I think that team bit was really, really important.
I really liked what was said: pay attention, understand, empathise. I put down skilled action. In the end, a lot of it is down to skill and action. And there is something about a learning culture, not a blame culture.
There's a real understanding of the fact that things are difficult, you know, for more so for some than others at different times, but that things are hard, and that I felt that was taken seriously. So that was a relief, I suppose. It reduced some of my frustrations, is too strong a word, but my sense that it can only positive voices be heard here.
In the stopping and the stepping back, there is time to be curious, to nourish a shared moment in the here and now. In the stopping and the stepping back, we can listen with fascination, blur the boundary between the self and the other. And the words that we speak in that stopping and stepping back cannot only be decorative, no blah blah reflections. They should embody our compassion for those who are afraid or in pain or out of control. In the stopping and the stepping back, there is a woman who takes an hour spent at shift end to talk it through. Another, a time to dance, to be authentic, to be honest, to catch up, to have a laugh. To stay in touch with the spark of vision or vocation in all of us. So sometimes, yes, get your train early, but sometimes stick around to the end. Thank you.